Last year, former President of the United States Donald Trump was booted off Twitter following comments he made after results of the 2020 presidential election were being announced and it was clear he was losing. In Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari's tweets against pro-Biafra groups was deleted by Twitter after the platform deemed them in violation of its policies governing content. This led to the suspension of Twitter in Nigeria, with government instead opting for another site's coup, just like Mr. Trump did with Truth Social. American rapper Kanye West, now known as Ye, was also suspended from Twitter when anti-Semitic comments from him drew a backlash from different quarters. In what was described by him as a bid to democratize the microblogging site, billionaire businessman Elon Musk bought Twitter and has since begun his mission to make it, in his words, a platform for all.
The reason why even the purchase of Twitter by Elon Musk was even very, very important at the time, and the reason why he made that decision is because of a law called Section 230 that Donald Trump was trying to repeal. Now, this is a law that initially when it was written to protect companies like Twitter against content that their users are putting online. So Twitter somehow has like immunity.
Mr. Ye followed this example, albeit on a smaller scale, by buying social media app Parler. What he will be doing with it remains to be seen. However, the changes made by Elon Musk after taking over Twitter, including sacking the board and a significant number of staff and introducing a payment method for verified users, has drawn mixed reactions from techpreneurs.
I feel like Elon should take a bit of time to, stay in the organization a bit, understand some things from the inside before he starts to make such sweeping changes. Especially where it comes, what everybody has been talking about is this blue tick. It could work depending on how it's implemented.
We have heard of people who actually got themselves verified, who got the blue tick and were still, peddling things and were not actually, doing what they're supposed to do on Twitter. So the conversation around whether or not this is going to make it easy for anybody and anybody to be able to pass fake news is truly a major concern. But ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, all they need to do is to define another protocol for basically determining what is true and just democratize, which is what Elon is all about, this whole idea of the blue tick.
Moderation, censorship and the need to draw the line between both also remains a topic that has been up for discussion, especially where it elicits unsavory consequences like the Capitol invasion and the stabbing of Salman Rushdie.
We need to clearly distinguish between moderation and censorship. Some actions actually lead to real-world consequences. So where does a social media platform step back and say, you know what, this is none of my business, say anything you want to say irrespective of how offensive it is, versus jump in and say, I think this is getting out of control. I don't think any platform could ever have that perfect balance.
Elon and the entire new management of Twitter are not saying that moderating is going to end. Neither are they saying that certain policies are going to be completely removed. Yeah. Essentially, what is still considered as, abusive language, abusive content is not going to change anytime soon within the frame of the reference that they're talking about. Yeah. And whenever you begin to put restrictions to that, you begin to have issues around what should really be the boundaries of each person's, expression.
To be a verified Twitter user, one must have an active account, must be a notable person, and must be authentic, and a request must be sent via the app. However, the new CEO says he is introducing an $8 monthly charge for the blue tick, but wasn't clear as to whether this charge will be for already verified users or users who are seeking verification. Twitter is said to have almost 400 million users worldwide, including Nigeria. How the debate surrounding free speech and content moderation pan out may in fact determine whether this number continues to rise and if platforms like this see the sole proprietorship model as the way to go. Victor Matthias, Channels Television News.